Gents, we've already been through the final instructions in the dressing room and you know what I expect. That's a clean fight. Remember to obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Both belt lines are good. Touch gloves, lads. Okay.
Excellent British referee Kevin Parker in his biggest fight. Just 4 months on, super speedy for a rematch at elite level that the world demanded, and His Excellency has delivered. Fascinating, breathtaking, brilliant exhibition of boxing class first time around. One of the changes, new tactical assessments, power, ring IQ, defense, judgment at distance. Rematches sometimes go the same way, occasionally they're very, very different. Will Beterbiev start faster this time, work Bivol's body, or will Bivol get into that lovely rhythm again?
These are the questions that we can't wait to be answered. Will there be more aggression from Beterbiev? Will there be more output from Bivol? They both strive for perfection. This is mouth-watering.
And it's always easy to say Beterbiev needs to start faster, yet he leaves himself exposed to the counters there off of Bivol. And it's easy that Bivol needs to be, don't go the second phase of attack like I've been saying, but within that, he's got to hold his feet and potentially get knocked out. So how do you adapt? You've got to adapt without also trying to win the fight, stay safe. All these factors come into play.
A cacophony of noise, it really is fantastic here in Riyadh. A wonderful sort of cauldron of an atmosphere.
Yeah, it really has come alive. And that lead hand of Bivol is effective early on. Nice, crisp, sharp jabs.
There's a nice body shot from Beterbiev that got in. But there's Bivol with his lovely jab.
I think it's important for Beterbiev as well to double up that jab. That allows him to step closer, and then he can let that right hook go and that left hook to the body and try and slow the legs down early of Bivol. Bivol's jab's the key, isn't it, Darren? That's the key for him.
Yeah,
everything.
And his feet. He's got to be smart with the movement. Can't allow himself to get backed onto the ropes. He needs to work himself back to the centre of the ring. And equally, Beterbiev needs to be sharp on his feet also.
It's a jab from Bivol. Super feet he possesses.
And that's what he does well with Bivol. When he throws, oh, good work, nice combination. But when he throws the jab and steps back with it, he waits for it to land first, then he takes the step away.
Beterbiev already trying to trap Bivol back on the ropes.
Just needs to get that right foot across, Adam. That'll help him find that right hand. Beterbiev. We see now, just take that right foot across. He could have pinned Bivol into that neutral corner, but good exit from Bivol.
He can throw the left hook there, can he? Square himself back up again.
Just what he did. Sweet boxing in the first round for Dmitry Bivol, who settled nicely, just like he did in October.
But Beterbiev's tactics are always just walk you down, make you work hard, and just try to hit you anywhere. Oh, not far off of that right hand, but a little bit turn there from Bivol.
Beterbiev out of range, and Bivol with a terrific opener.
Your mix is good, okay? Your jab up down is good. Now feint and come back sometimes. Just a little bit more feint.
Ближе, и закрывай дорогу, чуть ближе. Смотри, правая нога пошла. Пошла, повтори, а потом переведи на голову. Чуть-чуть рядом будь.
Strong jab. Так, все, молодец, все, видишь? Расслабление, напрягайся. Ножки.
First round down. WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, and the Ring Magazine light heavyweight titles on the line. Property at the moment of the 40-year-old Artur Beterbiev in with his arch rival now, Dmitry Bivol. Dance partners they've become.
Yeah, they know each other really, really well. And more intent now already from Beterbiev. Starting to look for that right hand. You see there, just catching Bivol, that left side of the head.
Solid jab there from Beterbiev. He's just getting his foot, isn't he? Right in the centre of the stance there to Bivol, and that's allowing him to line him up for that right hand.
Look how good that movement is from Bivol. The way he just spins off the rope straight back to the centre of the ring.
He's fabulous on his feet, Dmitry Bivol, and he was for the first few rounds of their first fight. But Beterbiev came back at him down the stretch. Controversial. Some of us felt Bivol, some felt Beterbiev. Fine margins at this now.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's why it's not controversial. It's a close fight that somebody won.
Oh, good left hook from Bivol.
And go again. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what he was asking for from himself. 2, 3 phases. Go again, go again. One's not enough.
Yeah, lovely from Bivol with the jab. It's like marking already under the left eye of Beterbiev.
That's a good jab, though, from Beterbiev. Again, you got to double that left jab up. Beterbiev, that's going to give him the openings to work away, to get that right hand into play.
Again, just keep an eye on the movement of Beterbiev. He needs to get that right foot across.
Lovely right hand for Dmitry Bivol. But Beterbiev has the power. We know that.
And he carries it late.
Yeah, the patience, isn't he? Got the patience to wait.
Turn southpaw. Bivol trying to confuse.
Good right hand.
Oh, good work.
Sweet combinations.
That change of direction, that's the key.
Yep.
For Bivol.
Body shots from Beterbiev. This is warming up very nicely.
Just trying to cut the ring off there, Beterbiev. Not be able to catch up with Bivol yet, but he's making Bivol work hard with the feet.
Oh, nice jab from Beterbiev.
It's a powerful jab when it lands.
Oh, it's a ramrod, stiff jab, hurtful shot.
That's good from Bivol there, because Beterbiev was lining him up for the right hand. Smash and grab tactics here, and it's working.
I think the highlight of this round was this lovely flurry I'm sure we're going to see from Bivol. He let about 4 or 5 shots go. He didn't load up. That was a beautiful counter right hand. But we are starting to see Beterbiev impose his strength, his physical power into this contest. But the movement, the lead hand had been very impressive.
Bivol 2 up, but the second round's closer.
Yeah, I would say so, but still managing the rounds well, Bivol.
Round 3. 22nd fight for Artur Beterbiev, who's been around since June 2013. Starts to target the body. There's an increase in pace here from Beterbiev. I think he's been woken up by his corner. Chris Mannix, yep, first 2 rounds to Dmitry Bivol. We agree with that.
Again, needs to bring that right foot across. Beterbiev, that's going to help him find the target for that right hand and help him pin Bivol into the corner.
To land with that right hand, he's got to get that foot. He's got to get his front toe, but to the heel of the front foot of Bivol. That's where he got to get that foot, and that's where he can punch with full target, through the target there, with that right hand.
Trying to double up the jab, Beterbiev, but still the combinations from Bivol are eye-catching.
He's looking really sharp, switched on Bivol.
Getting closer though, isn't he?
Well.
Getting closer though, Beterbiev. Couple of looping right hands to just raise the target.
It's fascinating, isn't it? The way Bivol's moving and Beterbiev is stalking.
The hardest part for Bivol is not the movement, it's the concentration that he has to keep for every second of the round. That's the bit that tires you.
needs to start stabbing that jab into the body of Bivol. Beterbiev, the right hand as well. Oh, just missing with that right hand upstairs.
By a whisker.
He does well there, Bivol, then he just dips a little bit low into the left with that head. Just takes himself off the line.
Good defense from Bivol, but Beterbiev getting closer. And he's opening up a bit as well, the challenger.
And he sat down there, Beterbiev, when the counter-attacks came, he made the miss. Not there, though.
What a tempo, high octane in front of us. Beterbiev chasing, Bivol boxing beautifully at times.
Well, he's winning the round again here, Bivol, but it's always that anticipation that Beterbiev's going to land, isn't it?
Well, they both said they wanted to give more in this rematch, and we're seeing it already.
That was better one from Beterbiev then. You asked for that and stabbing to the body. Oh, good work. And again, the second phase we've all been talking about all week.
Second phases from Dmitry Bivol.
I still think she's... Oh, good shot.
That's better. Beterbiev.
Thumping right hand from Artur Beterbiev. Oh. Body shot as well. And this is a great end to the third round from Artur Beterbiev, and Bivol comes back.
Right
hand from Bivol. Tremendous action. The bell's going to come any second. Fabulous. Wonderful. Everyone on their feet. We want more. Light the touch paper. And this will be lit on Saturday, April the 26th. Wow. Ring Magazine's first ever boxing card titled Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, headlined by that grudge match between rivals Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And I tell you what, we have something going right now.
How good was the end of that round, Barry?
Those last 15 seconds, that did it for me. That's it. I'm going home. See you later. That was enough.
Pocket those, put it in a bottle, and take it home as a memory.
As good as Bivol's boxing, every time Beterbiev throws a shot, you're just going, oh, here it comes. Here it is.
Second round. Round 4.
Already more intense than the first fight, and the action is red hot. Beterbiev wants to get right up close and personal with Dmitry Bivol and stop that rhythm. Right hands, body shots.
This is good from Beterbiev, not allowing Bivol to get into his rhythm early in this round. Straight on him.
Yeah, he's grabbed this round by the scruff of the neck early. Real intense pressure on the front foot. That right hand starting to find a home now. A lot taken on the gloves of Bivol.
This brings Sean Porter in. He's just behind us. What are you thinking, Sean?
A couple of times. Can't afford to do that. I think you guys missed most of that, but Bivol took some chances in that last round, and he's got to be smarter when he takes chances. I told you guys he's going to do something different, take those chances, and he might get caught.
Sean, who thought Beterbiev would win by knockout at some stage, and he's certainly going for it. He's got 20 on the record in his 21 wins. This is a big, big puncher, mythical almost puncher.
But Sean's spot on there because, well, good work there from Beterbiev. When Bivol throws, I keep saying all week, if he takes a little step, a little pivot to the left or the right, he can throw again from there. Throw it again straight on is always a bit of a risky game against the monster that is Beterbiev.
Yeah, this pressure is damaging. We see what it done to Bivol in the later rounds, the 10th, 11th, 12th, and this is more pressure early from Beterbiev in this contest.
And I think Bivol has given more already in the first 3 rounds than he did last time. Body shot from Beterbiev and to the head. Injury-free into this one, Beterbiev, and he looks really good tonight. Now he's got into a groove.
Yeah, he might have pulled the round back here, Beterbiev. To this point, anyway.
Sharper with the feet. That delivery of the right hand, more speed, more accuracy. You see there he's changing the levels with the shots, making it harder for Bivol to read.
But those body shots, the right hand's over the top, just slowed his legs a little bit here. Oh, good work.
Yeah, decent work from Bivol, but he's a bit flat-footed.
Yep. Well, you've got to get back. You've got to just regain a little bit of energy, haven't you? You've got to slow down at times.
Good body work from Bivol.
Oh, lovely. Nice jab.
So well timed.
Beterbiev, at the end of rounds, last time out, put a huge shift in, and in again. Terrific. Who's it taken more out of, you two or them?
Well, we're exhausted. We're only 4 rounds in, but this really is an intriguing, cracking contest already. So much more aggression in the last couple of rounds from Beterbiev. Just want to see Bivol get back to the flurries of shots that we see, the 2-3 phases of attack. Beautiful jab there, then the roll under the right hand from Bivol. But it was a good round for this man.
But he had to work hard for it. We're talking about Beterbiev, like Bivol had to work really hard. But Beterbiev also is working hard to get the success that he had in that round.
Round 5.
Into the 5th. Undisputed world light heavyweight titles on the line. It is the rematch that boxing was waiting for. And Artur Beterbiev starting rounds quickly. This is how Chris Maddox has got it, level.
Yeah, the 3rd round was close. It was a hard one to split, so I can't disagree with that.
I'm 3-1 for Bivol at the minute, but yeah, it's close enough to have it level.
Always going to be tight again. Who can impose their authority? Clumping, hard shots from Beterbiev.
This tempo is exactly what was required from Beterbiev.
At the beginning of the fight.
Exactly that, early.
First half, body shots.
Wow, lovely.
This is really good now.
But like I said, though, he's having to work hard for the success here, Beterbiev, so maybe he might tire later on, if it goes later on.
Do you think he tires?
If you have to work harder than what you used to, potentially.
He's 40 years of age, but he's still in immaculate condition. But Dmitry Bivol has worked so hard for this moment, seeking revenge, taking himself back over the first fight time and again.
This is what he needs to do, Bivol. Just get himself back to centre ring, just to stop the momentum of Beterbiev.
You got to be careful he doesn't wait too long to throw, though.
Yeah.
You can't be reckless. If you wait too long, Beterbiev's going to take the initiative like he did just there.
It's not flowing with his jab, Dmitry Bivol, like it was in the first couple, attempting it head and body.
Well, it's Beterbiev countering him now, isn't it? Oh, good work from Beterbiev again.
He's just grabbed hold of rounds better this time,
he has,
hasn't he?
And again, it looks like there's nothing on those punches, but we know every shot from Beterbiev. It's just so heavy.
Oh, good right hand.
Shot.
Took his head off the line, didn't he, Bivol?
Lovely shot from Bivol.
Jab to the body. Clever work in there from the pair of them. Elite athletes and fighters. Bivol with the body shots. They're swapping. Their minds ticking over. The next move.
Yeah, just needs to drop some of those shots down to the body. Nice right hand from Beterbiev.
Hurts Bivol there. Back into the 5th. Can he capitalise on that? Tries to wing in a left hook to the body. And a right hand just staggers Dmitry Bivol. And again, Beterbiev on top at the end of the session. Bivol's going to hear the bell and get back to his corner, and he needs to. Beterbiev is turning this around.
Breathe. Just make sure that throw with your right, and stick shot, don't roll once, okay? Very fast.
A lovely work here from Beterbiev. Look at that, nice right hand on the top of the head there. Look, a few inches lower, and he might have been on his backside there, Bivol. But managing the rounds really well here, Beterbiev. He's working hard, he's being effective, he's stalking Bivol all the time. He's been more active with his hands than he was in the first fight, in these early stages. And every shot's hard, and Bivol trying to fire back, see it there. Some good work. With Beterbiev having the advantage. He's the one coming forward with the shots. More weight on his punches and clawing the rounds back, and it's a really, really interesting fight here.
Round 6.
Every bit as good as the first.
Absolutely brilliant. 10th defense of Artur Beterbiev's IBF belt, 7th defense of his WBC, and the 3rd of his WBO. Just the first of the WBA that he took from Dmitry Bivol last time out. Right hand from Beterbiev, start of the 6th.
I just want to see some work behind that lead hand of Bivol. That would have set up the flurries that we need to see from Bivol. The 2s and 3s and go again. Move back to center of ring. As you say, Barry, here, this is where we need to see Bivol work.
See the stats there, 76 punches thrown by Beterbiev. Real aggression, real work rate. Great plan from the corner team.
And he's not always that busy, because he doesn't have to be. Because fighters don't usually throw back, because they're always wary of what's coming. Good work. Bit of a mistake from Beterbiev, and Bivol made him pay there. Nothing on the shots, but they all score.
He's still got that speed, Bivol.
A friend of mine was in the gym today, and he see Beterbiev on the treadmill. And what did he have in front of him? It was a phone showing the first fight, studying his performance.
I think they both have from the moment the final bell went. They knew they were going to fight again. Bivol, shout the crowd, a great atmosphere, and he responds as well with a great combination there. But Beterbiev just shakes it off and comes back at him.
Good shot there from Beterbiev. Strong right hand through the guard there to Bivol.
See what the right foot done there, it just stopped Bivol moving to his left-hand side.
Yeah, he's stepping over like you asked for there, Darren. He's not giving him a second rest, is he?
No, he's not. And these shots, the ones that hit in the arms, the shoulders, they really take their toll down the stretch, Adam.
Got the head back there. Oh, good response from Bivol.
Great response from Bivol. Terrific action here in the 6th round in Riyadh.
Bit of a swelling on the left eye, I think, as well, at Beterbiev.
Beterbiev's got a nasty mark on the left eye. Bivol a little bit on the left eye as well. Damage in there.
Needs to be quicker with that jab, Bivol. Can't afford to pour that lead hand out.
Lovely from Dmitry Bivol. But when it gets rough, here comes Beterbiev, trying to trap Bivol in the neutral corner.
They both threw right hands, but Bivol looped his, and Beterbiev went right down the track and landed with a lovely shot.
They're working on his legs in the corner already, Dmitry Bivol.
Yeah, he's still going to need those. There is ally here in this fight. Lovely right hand, almost out of the southpaw stance from Beterbiev. Again, really imposing himself into this fight. There has been some lovely, crisp, sharp counters from Bivol. But he's being made to work for every second of every round. And as you say, Adam, really getting to work on those legs in the corner.
Anthony Joshua watching on at ringside. Terence Crawford, Nassim Hamid just behind us. Alexander Usyk, boxing royalty, crowded around ringside to watch this, the rematch, second half. Beterbiev and Bivol, how have you got it? Chris Mannix has Beterbiev 2 up. Barry?
Yeah, I got a level there, but I can understand why he has it too. I think the fight's flowing in the favour of Beterbiev for sure.
Oh, lovely jab at the variation as well. Head, body, keeping Bivol thinking.
Let's ask Sean, how are you seeing it?
Listen, I got it 4-2. Beterbiev, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And guess what? He's showing us how to do it. This is active, intelligent aggression. He's moving in behind his hands, and he's hitting. He's going up and down. He's hitting Bivol everywhere. He's winning the fight. Much better start for him this fight.
Much better start. Remember, Bivol had a handy lead last time out, and Beterbiev came on down the stretch.
These moments where Bivol is managing to hold the center of the ring, it's so important that he gets his shots off. It really is. Because these moments here, as well as he's counter-punching on the back foot, it's really the movement and the aggression from Beterbiev that is leaving its mark, I believe, on the judges' scorecard here.
There's no room to get out of the way, is he, at all? He's on him all the time, that front foot, just suffocating all that space.
He never leaves him alone. And in the first fight, he was doing a lot in the last 30 seconds of rounds, but this time he's doing it from the opening bell of rounds.
And it'd be interesting how that affects him down the stretch. Will he still have the energy to carry on like he did so well in the first fight? But all, with the punishment that he's given on Bivol, tire Bivol even more.
Bivol trying to get his jab back working. He boxed so well in the first couple of rounds. He was getting in a rhythm, but it changed in the third, fourth.
Yeah, but he's punching here now, Bivol, waiting for something to come back. So he's not punching with the same authority that he was in those first two and a half rounds.
Yeah, there's less flurries from Bivol. Start to see him just counter that jab with Beterbiev.
That's good head movement there, though, from Beterbiev.
He's got so much speed and accuracy in that right hand of his, Bivol. He's got to start looking to counter the jab of Beterbiev.
Good from Bivol, right hand there. Excellent work, up and down, right at the end of the round. Does he nick that? An all-British showdown, April the 5th, between Dillian White and Joe Joyce. The body snatcher and the juggernaut kicks off an exciting schedule from Queensberry Promotions, which will now be broadcast exclusively on DAZN, your global home of boxing. And talking about being global, here we are in Saudi Arabia, the last Crescendo. What an amazing night it's been. On paper, it's delivered in reality, and now they've saved the best for last. This is flying by.
Oh, it really is. And that's when you know you're witnessing greatness. And this certainly is a great fight.
Round 8.
8th round. Dmitry Bivol in the silver and black, had his big win over Canelo and thought he should have had his career-defining one in October against Artur Beterbiev. But back he goes again, seeking revenge. Had a great start to the rematch, but the man from both Russia and Montreal has come right back at him, but Bivol's still got speed and class.
Yeah, that was a lovely three-punch combination on the back foot, using the momentum of Beterbiev to generate the power.
He's so clever, Bivol, at times, isn't he?
Oh, he is. And also, to see the gap and then commit to it, and then the last few rounds, he hasn't done that, wary to throw. But no, that was really good start. If he can maintain that, he might claw around back. And to be honest, he needs to thought the attack here, the momentum here of Beterbiev. He needs to get a round or two back in the bank.
Yeah, correct. Boxing there from Bivol, working from the centre of the ring. Nice long shots, double jab, right hand.
This is good.
Again.
Really good from Dmitry Bivol. It just gets through there. Feet are moving nicer. They've been warmed up in the corner. They're massaging his legs and his arms in between rounds, Dmitry Bivol.
And you mentioned yourself, such an intelligent fighter. He'll know that he's got to up the work rate, get back into this contest.
And he has to. It's so easy said and done. You know, if you make a mistake, what's coming at you? The monster in front of you in Beterbiev. So you got to make sure it's perfect, make sure you land, and make sure you get an escape route as quick as you can.
Much better round for Dmitry Bivol. Good defense, lovely combinations, crisp work. He's found his rhythm again. Ebbs and flows. A seesaw battle here in Riyadh.
There's just under a minute to go, and he can't switch off here. Beterbiev look to finish strong. Good left hook.
Neat and tidy, and sweet boxing from Dmitry Bivol.
Legs are slowed down a little bit though. Beterbiev's chance here to step on him if he can. I guess I think Beterbiev dips to the jab and then throws the right hand over the top. There's the jab, then the right hand to follow.
Yeah, because you do get a reaction, don't you, from Bivol when he throws that jab to the body. The hands do drop. That right hand is, as you say, Barry, there for Beterbiev, but a nice, fast flurry of shots to the body. And then they go again, exchanging lever.
Beterbiev hunting him for Bivol's best round in a while. Very good there from the challenger.
That's a beautiful jab. Come alive again there, didn't he, Bivol? They worked magic with his legs. Start to move, more flurries coming from Bivol. What we were seeing in the first couple of rounds. Can he sustain this now? Really takes a lot of energy and effort to keep these flurries going. You can see the marking on the face of Beterbiev.
I'm just gathering a bit of opinion around ringside. 5-3 to Beterbiev. A couple of people have got it level. It's that sort of fight. It's close again. It's all there to be won or lost. 4 rounds to go. Undisputed. Light heavyweight titles on the line. Bivol had a great round and starts this one strongly.
Good right hand.
All level on Chris's card, and the last 2 have gone to Bivol, so we see the way the fight has moved.
Sharp boxing there from Bivol.
Yeah, he's really using the momentum of Beterbiev, coming forward well, using it in his favour, walking.
I think it's so intense that either one has to take a half a round off or a round off at times. And I don't think physically, I think the concentration. They have to almost like, I got to reset here.
Referee Kevin Parker has just watched as we have in amazement at what these two can do.
Yeah, he hasn't had to get involved at all, has he?
They'll let that right hand go there, Beterbiev. He's doing what Bivol was doing a few rounds ago, just waiting a little bit too long. A little bit too tentative, let his hands go.
Yeah, the output hasn't been the same for Beterbiev. Lovely roll, and spins back to centre ring. Fires back with 4 shots. Beautiful work from Bivol.
Fabulous, flashy, eye-catching quality from Dmitry Bivol, who spun this rematch on his head again.
And that's the secret, isn't it? You see your fighter taking a rest, you go harder. You take advantage of that. Capitalise on their little lull in energy.
The highest class of boxing chess, it really is. But it's been intense, it's been more action, I think, this time.
Yeah, and if you were to ask me now who I feel the fresher of the 2 is, it's Bivol for me.
Yeah, and a round and a half ago, you would have said the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely work. Sharp counters there from Bivol. And again, we saw with the second, third, fourth phase here.
boxing from Dmitry Bivol, lightning fast. And Beterbiev wants him, but Bivol's just in and out. Where's he found the energy from?
It is tremendous. He's come back really, really well in these last 2-3 rounds.
It's that round 9 second wind, isn't it?
Bivol around the arena here in Riyadh. Good defense again.
Oh, the body shot.
One body shot from Beterbiev, but it's not going to win him the round.
Stop with the body. You will stop the counter punching after, okay? Strong jab and body punch after you go for the stance.
You can't take your eyes off it.
He boxed so well, Adam, in that round. He really did. He needed it as well. He had a good round the round before, but again, as Darren was saying, very important to keep that momentum going, and he did that. And even though in the end of the round, Bivol tried to close the show a little bit more, tried to push the pace and land him some good shots. Bivol's movement around the target, the spinning round when Beterbiev was trying to get him on the ropes was absolutely fantastic. And at one point, he did 1, 2, 3, 4 phases.
And look at this. Every time now they're doing that in between rounds to get the arms and legs flowing. Dmitry Bivol, who's had such a captivating career. So too, Artur Beterbiev.
So close to it, isn't it?
Oh,
They can do this time and again.
Yeah, they're so evenly matched. Chalk and cheese when it comes to styles, but you know, these could fight 10 times and it'll all be like this.
Sometimes you just find the perfect dance partner, don't you?
Chris Mannix has got Bivol one up.
Same here.
I tend to agree.
Yeah.
So,
And if Bivol gets this, there'll be a trilogy.
but you couldn't argue if it was the other way. I'll tell you that much.
No. Beterbiev had many of those rounds, didn't he? Where that aggression was really working and Bivol just switched off a bit and the legs went.
Don't get me wrong, look, Artur Beterbiev is superhuman, but he is 40 years old. How hard must it be to keep this kind of pressure up, the training camps, to get in this condition time and time again?
Ask Anthony Yard, Callum Smith, those have been in there with him.
Oh, Bivol even. But it's not, and it must be for him, because every person he's faced, except for this guy, every time they hit him, they react in the way that he wants it to. But this Bivol doesn't react that same way.
Just hasn't had that same quality, Beterbiev.
That movement is on point. That is perfection. The way he just span off the ropes there, Bivol, back to the center of the ring. There's that right hand though from Beterbiev. He needs to throw that more often to head, body.
Yeah, Darren, he needs body shots to slow Bivol down, and he's running out of rounds.
Yeah, and I think it's the straight right to the body.
Oh, lovely. Really good, clever work. Again, up and down with the punches. How to defend against.
Dazzling from Dmitry Bivol. Eddie Hearn, big smile on his face, watching his charge perform even better, maybe, than the first time.
Well, incredible. As we've pointed out here, rounds 4, 5, 6, perhaps 7, they were really good rounds for Beterbiev, and you felt Bivol might be fading, but he has come back so well.
Nice. He's just not throwing that right hand, is he, Beterbiev?
No, he's not.
Again, he's getting his feet in the right place. If he just dips his legs and throws that right hand, there's a target to be hit there.
Nice jab from Bivol again.
That's a good jab, though, from Beterbiev.
But again, it's single jabs, Barry.
And he's not taking, when Bivol's taking a rest there, and Beterbiev should be taking advantage of that.
And Bivol comes on strong, end of the 10th round. And Beterbiev has got work to do here in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a spectacular encounter again between these two. But you have to commend the way he's come back, Bivol. They were good rounds, as we say, from Beterbiev, but he's using the momentum of Beterbiev so well. He's using it in his favor. We need to see, as we mentioned, that right hand thrown more often from Beterbiev.
Not bad, this is it, hey? Not bad at all.
I don't want it to end. I just don't want it to stop. This whole night has been absolutely fantastic.
Listen, if it's going the way we think it is, we might see this again. But listen, Beterbiev's a special fighter also, so he can turn this on his head.
Into the 11th round, that power still there from Beterbiev, but Bivol boxing really well last few sessions, and he's got a lead now on Chris's unofficial card, and I think you two agree with that.
Yeah, I do indeed. A lot of subtle work coming from Bivol here. He's walking Beterbiev onto lovely shots. His jab on point, so sharp, accurate.
And look at that a second ago. Beterbiev lands with a big right hand, does nothing, and then Bivol goes bam, bam, straight away, pays him back.
Three judges at ringside, Jean-Robert Barlet, Mike Fitzgerald and Dion Duarte, plus there's the AI judge as well. Will we have a split controversy?
Oh, he got his feet in the right position there, didn't he? Beterbiev looking to unload. He's got to commit to his attacks now.
Yeah, I do, and I think straight shots to the body first, then go upstairs for Beterbiev. Get that right foot across.
He's not being allowed to do this because Bivol has just been tight and his combinations have been good.
Do you know what? You saw him taking that right foot over for Beterbiev. He does that, but when he squares up, Bivol throws an uppercut every time.
Or he throws his own right hand and catches him straight
Again, there's no loads on it, but it's enough to stop him from working.
This is a really great performance from Dmitry Bivol tonight.
Really good work again. He helped him out there, Beterbiev overreached a little bit.
Now it's Beterbiev on the back foot.
He didn't think you'd see that. Dmitry Bivol, centre ring.
Well, it's a change from the first fight. You know, they've completely flipped it.
Bivol has paced himself. Great start and a great last few rounds. Beterbiev in the middle. Is Bivol drawing away now, getting clear.
That's good, he needs to keep doing that, Bivol, but Beterbiev's got a jump on him now.
Look at Eddie Hearn, the reaction. Cheering him back. Great work from Bivol.
Just the speed, the speed.
Action at the end of the 11th. Right hand from Bivol. What a titanic effort this is. Dmitry Bivol is covering himself in glory tonight. He really is. Eddie Hearn is a believer, definitely. I felt Bivol won the first fight just. This time, I think he's pulling clear.
We need this round. We cannot take any chance. We need the round.
Что, тут поставить, побоксируй весь раунд. Подожди, повтори, какой раунд?
Just send him home, Artur. You got to find it. Правый. Твой, Димой. Заберись.
10 seconds, boys.
Dmitry Bivol up on his feet. Final round of the final fight of a fabulous night here in Riyadh. The last Crescendo has exceeded expectations, and this rematch has been of top quality. Dmitry Bivol, we believe, in front. Artur Beterbiev Chris Mannix's unofficial card there. Maybe he's got around to pull this out of the bag, guys.
Yeah, I agree with that scorecard. And the advice in the corner in Beterbiev's was, you need this round, but he needs to finish this contest in this round. He needs a knockout.
Just brilliant. That last round from Bivol, which is a great example of the box on the move. It was just beautiful to watch.
He's gone back to the drawing board. He's licked his wounds, Dmitry Bivol, and he's come back even better. His boxing tonight has been, at times, just utterly astounding.
I don't think he's done too much different. All I think he's done is be more active. He's done the more phases. He's gone and he's gone again. And that takes a bravery against someone like Beterbiev.
He's done more.
He's done more, yes.
And he had to weather, let's not forget, he had to weather an early onslaught from Artur Beterbiev.
I mean, to be able to absorb the power of Beterbiev is unbelievable.
Yeah, when you see what he's done.
It's a really good fight.
Exactly.
Beterbiev has won rounds. Aggression, very good at times. Dmitry Bivol has started well and finished well. What are the judges gonna see? And will we get a trilogy?
But there gets a point in this round in here. It's going to be too late for Beterbiev. He's got to, I think now is the time. He's just got to go for it. Empty that tank, whatever you want to call it. This is his last moment here.
Oh, nice jab to the body, then right hand upstairs. Oh, just missing with the right hand, Beterbiev.
Great shot. Under a minute to go.
Oh, there's a cut to the left eye.
Can Beterbiev score something? A knockdown, even a knockout.
He needs one, Adam.
Seconds are running away from Artur Beterbiev. Will he lose his unbeaten record at the end of this round? He's trying so hard. Two gladiators. Incredible, unbelievable commitment.
Look at this from Beterbiev. He might be 40+ years of age, but look at this energy here.
Blood streaming down the face of Bivol.
A scintillating rematch. His Excellency, please run it again.
We will see this again, Adam.
But Dmitry Bivol surely deserves to become the undisputed light heavyweight champion and seal his place in history. Brilliant, fantastic, terrific, wonderful respect. 24 rounds done. Please give it to Bivol.
What a fight, Bivol victor.
Yeah, brilliant fight. For me, Bivol.
Dmitry Bivol, for us, we'll find out shortly.
Wow. You prayed for a fight as good as the first one, and sometimes rematches don't deliver. This one delivered again. And I echo the commentary team. Come on, let's have another one. I think Dmitry Bivol did enough. We wait to hear the judges' scorecards. Another close fight. But what a fight to cap off what's been an incredible night of boxing.
Absolutely. I love rematches because there's so many narratives that you can go off of. There's so many possibilities. And then, you know, you never know which one is going to play out. And I just don't think it could have played out any better than it did tonight. Beautiful boxing from both guys. Both guys showed everything that you want to see in a boxing match. And the number one thing is the heart, the warrior spirit. Both guys have it.
Yeah, this, an undisputed. We have a unification fight coming up as well in the welterweight division. Jared Boots Ennis versus Miantos Stanionis. Big one, this coming from Atlantic City, April the 12th, all part of the zone's 185 fights annually. Who is numero uno in the welterweight division? We'll find out April 12th. I'm just about getting my breath back from that one. That one, I mean, I felt like I was in there for a couple of rounds. That one took everything, didn't it?
Ade, you were excited, man.
I was excited ringside, I was.
Bumping me, and it just, how could you not be excited about this? Look at that. Just the exchanges that these men made tonight, these warriors made tonight. Unbelievable. Top to bottom. Beterbiev started faster than like we wanted him to. Bivol weathered the small storm in the middle rounds and then came on strong. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I'm telling you, I don't know if a fight better than I just saw tonight.
You know, I have to admit, Sean, I think through rounds 1 to 4, I thought maybe this is a bit too much for Bivol.
Yeah.
I thought Beterbiev was starting so fast. I was like, okay, Bivol needs to make adjustments. and it was just small pivots to the side, giving himself space, and bang.
He woke up. Bivol woke up, and he just started using his offense, and then it went the way it went. And I think he closed the gate, or he closed it down, and after this fight, he scored a draw.
Get it, a draw?
I'm sorry.
What is it with you and draws?
I'm sorry. Because I'm not the guy. That's why.
Look, if it is a draw, then obviously Artur Beterbiev keeps his belts. Dmitry Bivol will be disappointed. It's Chris Mannix pointing to you thinking, look, 1 second, come on, not a draw. He's pointing to Dmitry Bivol.
Yeah.
I think most ringside seem to have Dmitry Bivol as well.
Not intimidated.
I think, okay, there's Chris Mannix's unofficial scorecard. He's got it 115, 113.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dmitry Bivol.
After 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Jean-Robert Lane scores it 114 to 114, a draw. Mike Fitzgerald scores the contest 116 to 112. Dion Duarte has it 115, 113 for the winner by majority decision. And new undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol.
There you go, Sean. Your scorecard wasn't that crazy. One judge had it a draw, but 2 judges gave it to Dmitry Bivol. I said, would it be revenge? Would it be redemption? In the end, it's revenge. Dmitry Bivol, the new undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world.
Simply put, beautiful boxing. The best man won tonight, and as you can hear from the crowd, it's what they wanted and expected as well. Doesn't get any better than they got tonight.
Do we see a trilogy? Does this happen again?
This is supposed to happen again. You're not supposed to leave these tied up, okay? But these 2 men right here, how many times can you go to war like that?
Yeah, you're right. We've seen 24 rounds of war.
We can't be greedy, okay? And speaking as someone who's been in the ring and done it like that, no, no more.
I mean, look at the emotion from Dmitry Bivol.
Yeah.
I mean, all the belts, the Ring Magazine belt as well, but ultimately, I mean, the belts will matter, but ultimately, the task in front of him was such a big one, and he's overcome it.
Listen, you look past the belts, and it's just like you said, we call it having a perfect dance partner. We call it being, you know, that perfect match, the perfect storm. And this is what it was for Dmitry Bivol, and he actually pulled it off tonight.
All right, let's hear it from Dmitry Bivol, the undisputed champ. He's in the ring with Chris Mannix.
Dmitry, congratulations. You waited a long time, Dmitry. You waited a long time to be called the undisputed champion. What did it feel like to hear your name announced as the winner?
I'm just so happy. You know, I went through a lot last years, and this is such. Thank you everybody so much. Thank you so much, His Excellency. He gave me this chance once and another. I appreciate Eddie, everybody from my team, my coaches, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my father, for everyone who's supporting me here. Thank you.
You said, Dmitry, all week that what you learned from the last fight is that you hate to lose. How much did that loss motivate you during this training camp?
To be honest, I lost, and I feel a little bit easier maybe. You know, I didn't pressure too much this time like before last fight. And I was just wanted to work from the first round till the end of the 12th. And I hope I did enough, and I won this.
What was different about this fight?
Difference between last and this one? Just me. I was better. I was pushing myself more. I was more confident. I was lighter. And I just wanted to win so much today.
You got off to a great start in the first fight, and then maybe slowed down at the end. This fight, he got off to a faster start, we thought. Did you have to make changes, adjustments in the middle of this fight?
Did I what?
How much changes did you make during the fight?
You know, I just told myself he could start from the beginning to distract me, to disturb me, you know. But it was hard, to be honest, to keep him on the distance first 4 rounds. And then I saw that he's tired also. I'm tired, but he's tired also. And I have to be smarter. I have to punch more clean punches, and I did.
You had somebody that looked like working on your legs between every round. Your manager, Vadim, said that was someone he brought in for this fight. How much did that help you, having your legs worked on that much?
You know, every person in my camp, he helped me a lot. And every person has their own tasks. If there were even one person in my camp, I wouldn't be as good as I was today. Everything was on my side. Everything is important in my team. And thank you so much for everyone.
You are 1-1 now against Artur Beterbiev. Is it time for one more?
You know, I'm ready for any challenge future, but I want a little bit rest because I had some injury at summer, and this time I had the injuries and I was using anti-inflammation almost all camp. I want a little bit heal myself and come back.
Congratulations, Dmitry.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Artur, we're going to move over and catch Artur. Artur. Artur, what did you think of the decision?
I don't want to talk about decision, this stuff. Congrats, Bivol team. Muslim people say always Alhamdulillah.
What was different about this fight from the first fight?
Huh?
What was different about this fight from the first fight?
I don't know. I think this fight better than first fight, but we'll see. Now my time to come back.
Well, you come back. We saw Turki Al-Sheikh come up to you right after with 3 fingers in the air saying third fight. Is that what you want? A rubber match with Dmitry Bivol?
Actually, I don't want second fight too. I mean, it's not my choice, but no problem. We're gonna do third fight if we need.
Appreciate it, Artur. Tremendous fight.
Thank you.
Adi?
Wow. I want to see it again. I'm being greedy. I want to see it again. But the right man won this time round. Dmitry Bivol felt aggrieved the first time round. Turkey said, let's run it back again immediately. They ran it back again. And it is Dmitry Bivol. There's a finger pointing there. I see Artur Beterbiev pointing to Dmitry Bivol. AJ's with us, Anthony Joshua on the main stage. Wow. What was that? Enjoyed it?
I enjoyed the whole show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it from start to finish. The people at ringside, the people around the arena. I enjoyed the main event. What did you think, Sean?
It was amazing. That main event, man, it really just put an exclamation point on the whole night. It's supposed to be that way. We had a little bit of a wave through the fight, through the night. Not every fight hit the way we knew that it was going to. But that one right there, instant classic. I don't think we need to see it again. I know.
I want to see it again.
One more time. Why not? Hey, let's get a treble going. All right, look, stick with us. We're going to react to not just what we saw tonight. We're going to react to what we saw the full card as well. But as we leave this one, Dmitry Bivol, that man in front of your screen, is the new undisputed light heavyweight champion. Don't go anywhere.